kind of book. Welcome to another episode of the Supper Club. The Supper Club brought to you by Kuna Food Service, a family-owned tradition since 1918. The Pasta House Company Restaurants. Lordo's Diamonds, your family jeweler for life. Barquette Realty, nationwide real estate investor. Schicker Auto Group. Mention Supper Club for special sales and service discounts at shopschicker.com. And Fresta Limoncello. Keep sipping, my friends. From the author of The Goat Sleeps in the Kitchen, it's A Love Affair in Tuscany by Joe Rena, available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. All proceeds benefit families fighting autism. Welcome to the Supper Club. I'm Joe Fresta, sponsored by Kuna Food Service. Today I've got a very good friend of mine for a very long time, one of restaurant's royalty, Mr. John Mineo of John Mineo's Restaurant. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Never heard you say something nice about me like that.
Well, we're on. We got to be nice to the public, you know what I mean? So, hey, man, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, brother.
Welcome to the show, and thanks for being here. Let's just get right down to the beginning. How did John Mineo's get started? I know your parents were very much involved, and how did it all? When did it start?
Actually, we started on the hill.
Really?
Yeah, where Giovanni's used to be.
No kidding.
We had a restaurant there, my Uncle Augustino.
Uh-huh.
It was called Augustino's on the Hill.
Right.
And we were there for 69 to 73.
I'll be darned.
And then my dad, I have a little brother with Down syndrome.
Right.
And we used to drive my brother to his school that was behind where we're at now. And my dad one day pulls in this little shopping center. He sees this little room.
Yeah.
And he looks at my mom and he goes, "Yeah, I think I found a new restaurant." And there was nothing out there but one street. My mom said, "There's no lice. There's cows across the street."
Yeah.
Well, needless to say, my mom smacked my dad. You know how Italian moms are.
Yeah.
Smacked him upside the head.
Yeah. They have a little bit more say back in the day, right?
But the rest is history. 55 years we've been there.
Right. Now, was it Straub's always there and all that, or did that come later?
Straub's had just got there.
Right.
It was us, Straub's, and Country Squire Cleaners.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And was that whole, the where you are now at Mason and Clayton, did you have the whole space that you have now today, or was it?
No, we just had a space with 12. It was hilarious because I had all my uncles working with us, and we didn't know it was going to be that busy.
Right.
There was nothing. There was no restaurants in the area.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
No, except the big houses behind us and on the side of us.
Yeah, right.
I think that's what my dad saw.
Mm-hmm.
And just one thing led to another. It was hilarious because Dan Kelly, Jack Buck lived there next door.
Yeah.
Harry Carey would come in.
No kidding.
And Joe Buck would be riding his banana bike that I always wanted to steal.
Young Joe at the time.
Yeah. Some guy asked me one time. He goes, "Oh, I just played with Joe Buck." I said, "Really?"
Yeah.
I used to try to steal his bike all the time because Jack would bring food outside and Joe would come by and pick it up with. And I go, I told this man about it. He goes, "Oh, that's not real." And so he gets on the phone and calls Joe and goes, "Mineo says he used to try to steal your bike." He says, "Sounds about right."
So you guys, you're going, and it's all family recipes, obviously, right?
Yeah.
From your mom and dad.
We're from Sicily, and we cook more Mediterranean style.
Sure, which is a lighter fare.
Yeah, and we really enjoy cooking with seafood and things like that, and a lot of pastas. So.
Sure, but a little bit lighter.
We can't tell with me, right?
No. Can't tell the family secrets, right?
No.
Yeah, but So it's pretty much the same menu, right? You haven't made many changes, have you? Maybe a little bit here and there?
Well, the prices have changed quite a bit.
Yeah, that's for sure.
From $2, we used to sell steak for $8.95.
Yeah, and then
try to do that now.
How do you battle that now? How do you how do you wrestle with that to keep? Well, going out to dinner or lunch or breakfast or anything, it's not inexpensive anymore.
It's not, and it really makes it difficult because you can't keep raising the prices.
No, you can't,
because everybody's got a budget.
Right.
I know. Our neighborhoods. But even the people that are well-to-do or whatever. They got it, but it's a
principle of it.
Yeah,
right? They still look at their bill and go,
Yeah, well, when you go, like I went to a place last week, and my brother Sal and I, we had 2 plates of pasta. It cost us $124.
Right. Nothing to drink.
No, we had that.
Maybe so. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah, you get a seafood pasta nowadays. It's
forget about it. It's $35, $40.
$40 for pasta.
Yeah.
But it's a challenge right now, and then also, with help is a challenge. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, with help we've always had an issue with help because we're so far west, that it was impossible at one point. We have to. In fact, I used to have to get in my car and go pick people up.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'd go to North City, North County, the Hill.
Yeah, right.
I was like, then watch it. If they show up, that means I have to do less.
Right.
I got already too much on my plate.
You had to do what you had to do, but back in the beginning, you had a lot of family, like you said.
Yeah.
In the beginning, a lot of family you could rely on them. Didn't have that issue.
Well, for us. We had my uncles and aunts and people helping us from the family. And then my dad, he lent them money, and they all opened up their own restaurants.
Yeah, right. And then they left.
Now they're surrounding my
restaurant.
They're
all over the place. Your cousins are everywhere.
They're in every corner of West County.
Well, you know what? You got Mineos, Amanos, the Gabrielles. They've all contributed a large amount to the Italian restaurant scene in this city and surrounding area. I mean. And really, the Italian cuisine was really that first one that really took off in St. Louis.
Well, if you remember, not to interrupt you, Joe, but if you remember back in the late 70s and 80s, we were known for the Italian. We were the top.
That's right, with the Hill.
We had Tony's, we had the Hill, and the Hill started coming up. Finally, people were starting to recognize it.
Right.
Seems like it's happening again.
Oh, it is.
The Hill.
It is. It's so busy now. I mean, from Wednesday night on, it's like Manhattan.
Well, you know? It's what I notice nowadays, the people stay in their own communities. Like West County, Town and Country, they come to John Mineo's. Mm-hmm. Here they're coming from all over.
Right. It's almost like it's a touristy thing. It really is.
Yeah.
And you can myself, I live here, so you can tell who they are, and it's the way they drive. They're maybe a little lost and looking around and everything, but.
They're looking for the Italians that are here now.
It's really something to see. I mean, it's amazing. But I think you're right. I think when Highway 40 shut down for 2 years, people figured out that there were some great restaurants in their immediate areas, and now that's what they're doing. They were always driving to Clayton, or they were always going to the Hill or whatever. But now they've found these places, and other restaurants have opened up since the shutdown, and. They can eat right in their own neighborhoods now.
Well, that's the truth, and I think when 40 shut down, and I think that for us, I know we used to get. My dad worked at Tony's, and and Vince would come by and say, "You're stealing all my business. You're intercepting it."
I doubt that.
No, he did well.
Yeah.
But it's different now.
Yeah, it is different, and. How did the pandemic change your business or not? Did you kind of?
But Joe, one thing I learned during that, it was horrible. In fact, I lost my father with that.
Yeah.
But one thing I noticed was the neighborhood supported us. There was there dealerships who were coming and buying gift certificates. I'm sure they weren't using 200 gift certificates for themselves. And it was multiple people that helped us get through it. Yeah, I mean,
isn't that something?
It was. I was really, the kindness of some people was tremendous.
Yeah, it really was. And I think a lot of different known restaurants experienced that. It was just kind of it was a bright story during a time that was, pretty dark, quite frankly.
It was. I was feeding the nurses or the hospital people during that time. Because I figured, people are helping me. Mm-hmm. Let me help these other people too. You know?
That's right.
But
you give it back. You pay it forward, so to speak.
Exactly.
And you guys too, or you're probably one of the last fine dining Italian restaurants. You and maybe Dominic's on the Hill.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, what's funny is that people are liking it. And I think I had this conversation with you. People, I know somebody Saturday, he goes, well, everybody's dressed up tonight. I said, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. Yes, I think we're one of the only places out here that you dress up. You don't have to.
Right.
But the tradition, the attitude that John Mineo's restaurant had, or the
atmosphere.
The atmosphere. And I'm starting to see that more on weekends, and I don't mind, we don't have anything against shorts, but now they're coming in and saying, well, that man's all dressed, and the ladies go, they want to dress up too.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, I'll come in and get something to eat with you at the bar or whatever, and you see a lot of guys wearing sport coat, wearing a jacket. Yeah. Women are very nicely dressed, and it's kind of coming back a little bit, maybe, huh? It's what you see.
Well, let's put it this way. Even the drinks and things, like Manhattan.
The Manhattan, the old fashioned.
And our buddy here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But it's like old fashioned Manhattans, martinis.
Yeah, limoncello.
There you go. And it's people don't drink like.
No, they don't.
Our parents used to. They come in for lunch for 2 martinis
and never leave. You know what I mean? The old days, like Mad Men, the show Mad Men. That's how it was.
Yeah, exactly.
These guys would go in for lunch and didn't leave. They just sat around. But it has changed, and I talk about this a lot. We've become more of sort of this happy hour town, right?
Yeah.
People are going out to dinner a lot earlier. They go after work, or
absolutely right.
A lot of people work out of their homes now, so they could just leave, go right away.
And we started happy hour, and I thought it would never work,
right?
Because it's not like we have it's not the happy hour are more the seniors that are coming out,
right?
Drinking and eating, and I'm filling up the. Well, we're doing pretty good at bar for happy hour.
And you got a little music going now too.
We got a little music, and everybody seems to enjoy it. The Bishop family, and but I never knew that. I mean, before when we were young, happy hour was a buffet with chicken wings.
Right. Yeah, it was. They set food out.
Right.
Some of these.
But now a few of the places, Joe.
Everybody's doing a happy hour.
Yeah.
Everybody.
No.
Everybody from Trattoria Marcella to you guys.
They do theirs. It's just
to high-end steakhouses. They're even doing happy hours.
Yeah. Well,
and it brings them in.
High-end steakhouses happy hours. His dinner price really looks like.
They're high-end happy.
Wait, I remember
when
drinks martinis were $5.
Yeah.
Now they're
$20.
$20.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll just bring my own bottle now.
Yeah. Bring your own corkage fee. Bring your own Woodford Reserve. But it has changed a little bit. And what kind of determines, like if you do a special, you come up with some kind of dish, what determines if it might go on the menu for good?
Well,
you ever had that situation where people love something so much that They're like,
Yeah, but you can't keep changing your menu.
No.
You can just tell them what it is. And, we pretty well explain everything to them. I don't know if people really look at our menu anymore.
They already know what they want.
They already know what they want. I've been trying to take the spinach side dish away.
And they go crazy.
And they want their spin, or they want the veal salt and bulgur. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to change it.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, we
want.
But
you'll still make it for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if they want something.
Any restaurant should make whatever customer. I've run the Straubs. I kept Straubs open for all these years. I used to be fast and run there.
Emergency hot shot, right?
Yeah, that's a high price.
Yeah, that's a high price.
But
it's lucky for you, it's right across the parking lot.
That's why I do it.
But you got some great regular customers for years.
Oh yeah.
Name some of the people who come in, support you on a regular basis.
Well, we do have some wonderful customers that come in. We have worldwide technology people come in, and and charters people come in.
Yeah,
it's amazing the people that come in and they're real people.
Yeah,
they're just honest, real people,
and just want to come in and have a good time and relax, and they feel at home. Because you make them feel that way.
Well, I feel my dining room is my home.
Right.
I'm there more than at home.
Do you like being in the kitchen more, or being out on the floor, touching tables, talking to people? You're a great chef in your own right. I mean, you're tremendous. But have you kind of gotten to enjoy both parts of it?
Well, that's why, I love being in the kitchen.
Yeah.
When I come up with new things, because you want to make sure it comes out right. But I also like meeting people.
Right.
You know what?
Right.
I don't mind, sitting next to somebody, having the conversations, and it's amazing. And I've met so many great people. I'll tell you what.
People coming in from out of town, maybe some celebrities or whatnot. You probably had a few celebrities come in.
We've had our share, and especially the ones that a lot of these guys went to Priory.
Yeah, right.
And I can't right off the top of my head. I can't think of the names, but we've had some fun times.
You got like John Hamm or
him and
John Goodman come in.
John Goodman's come in many times, and then there was he lived in he went to Priory. I bet one day I can't remember.
You'll remember it later, but go ahead. Yeah,
all those heads.
Probably a lot of athletes.
Yes, we've had Richard Petty.
Richard Petty.
One of
his race car driving. Is that an athlete?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. Could you sit in the car that long?
I don't know. Yeah. Go that fast?
Squished in?
Yeah, right.
I don't think. First, we wouldn't fit.
That's right. It's a small cabin in there, baby. Especially those, Formula One cars. But hey, listen. Let's hold that thought for a minute. We'll be right back after these messages.
Kuna Food Service, providing quality food to people across the Midwest, is part of our rich history at Kuna because food brings people together. We specialize in having a large variety of food products and food supplies, catering to an array of businesses that turn to us. Kuna Food Service, a family-owned tradition since 1918. Lordo's Diamonds, your family's jeweler for life. Family-owned and operated for over 70 years, specializing in engagement rings, fashion jewelry, gemstones, and in-house jewelry repair. Relaxed, friendly atmosphere, competitive pricing, and a selection second to none. Conveniently located just west of the Galleria on Clayton Road. Lordo's Diamonds, your family's jeweler for life. LordosDiamonds.com. Go Fresta for Fresta Limoncello. My handcrafted small batch citrus liqueur is perfect for sipping or pouring in a cocktail. All natural, gluten-free, Fresta Limoncello is sold at Schnucks, Dierberg's, Straub's, Total Wine, and local restaurants. Fresta Limoncello. Keep sipping, my friends.
Welcome back to the Supper Club. I'm Joe Fresta, brought to you by Kuna Food Service. We're here with John Mineo of John Mineo's Restaurants. We're just talking about some of the celebrities and ball players. We were talking off camera about, Stan Musial, Bob Gibson.
Oh, Stan Musial.
Red Shaney, the redhead, would come in.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. Stan Musial was a treat.
Yeah.
He would come
Just a
in.
wonderful gentleman.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Him and his wife.
Lil.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he'd come in and have table 3 all the time.
Uh-huh.
He would have, I think he had a Manhattan, I think.
Is that what his
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then such a nice man.
Oh.
One time we had a big party on the side room, and he looked at me. He goes, "John," he goes, "Is that a birthday?" I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So he goes in there and starts playing Happy
The
Birthday with his harmonica.
That's Stan.
These people just were so
Yeah,
thrilled.
I'll bet.
They still remember to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, Bob Gibson used to come in. That was a hit or miss.
Yeah.
Does he like me or does he hate me?
Is he mad? Is he on the mound tonight?
Yeah.
Is he in the on the mound mood? Or
One
is
day,
he,
like I was saying,
what a competitor he was.
Oh my God! Even I think when he was eating, he was
competitive.
Yeah. See if he could eat more than the other guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was a fun. We used to get a lot back then, and a lot of good blues stories we had with. Well, there was a New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to say all their names, but that was in the 80s.
Okay.
You know who's on those teams.
Before cell phones and.
Yeah, there was no cell phones. But they did have tear gas. No.
Yeah. Okay.
No. So the ladies get up, and we have the owners in the middle table, and
Okay.
Pat Quinn.
Oh, yeah. Jack Quinn.
Jack Quinn
Yeah.
and Mr. Shanahan.
Yeah, Mike Shanahan.
So all
And
this.
Ron Caron, maybe.
Yep,
Yeah,
they
general
were all
manager.
there. Yep, they were sitting in the middle. The hockey team was on the corner table, and when they left, they went to say hi. Hi to the
Owners and everything.
When they left the table from saying hi, there was like this little smoke that popped up.
Okay.
I mean, it
They
was
played a
bad.
practical joke on
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God! I
Yeah.
don't know doing that to the boss. Would
Yeah, I don't
work.
know. I don't know.
But
You better have a special relationship with the boss.
Oh, yeah. And here's
yeah.
a funny one too. Here, just Keith Hernandez is in.
Oh, yeah.
So he's sitting there with someone. But I go to he grabs me. He goes, "That lady over there is looking at me. Here's my number. Give her this number." So I gave the lady the number. She goes, "Who's that?" And I said, "I don't know him. Get back."
Wow. Keith Hernandez. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Keith. He liked to. He liked to dabble, play around, have a little fun. That's for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, that's kind of well known back in the early days of his
but
Cardinal,
there was
Cardinal
no-
career.
Yeah, there was no like baseball players back then. They were pretty cool.
Yeah. Right.
Ted Sizemore comes all the time. He's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
And Ted Savage, he passed away, but
Sure.
Ted would bring me everything. He gave bobbleheads.
Yeah.
They come in the restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah, because he still worked for the Cardinals in their promotional department.
They really treated him well. I think.
They did.
I tell you what, he had some stories about the past. It's like if he was in Atlanta, he tells me.
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, we flew to Atlanta, and I was rooming with Bob Gibson."
Uh-huh.
And I got this note saying, when you step out the door, we're going to shoot you. So he goes, I woke up, we were going to the ballpark. He goes, I made sure Bob walked in front of me first.
Oh, I bet Bob loved that.
Oh, he didn't tell him.
He didn't tell him about the
He got
about the phone call. Huh?
He got,
Oh,
he
my
got
God.
traded in between
Isn't that
games.
horrible, though? Oh, man.
I heard he got traded in between games.
Yeah.
And with the Dodgers, I guess. Or
Savage?
The Cubs.
He's savage.
Yeah. And they were talking smack about Bob.
Uh-oh.
He got
You
mad.
don't want to do that. let's get back to the restaurant. What would you say? What would be the signature dish at John
Our
Mineo's?
sea bass.
Really? Yeah.
We sell 60 pounds a week.
Yeah. Wow.
And we're not a big restaurant. We're not high volume, but yeah, it's
That's a favorite.
yeah.
Yep.
It's amazing. Plus, if you we've been selling that for so long, but we're real particular with it. Yeah. And our pastas, our Mother Monte, everyone had it, but I think my uncle and my dad just created it years ago.
Sure.
Right down the street here at Augustino's.
At the original location.
Yeah. Back then there was. I don't think I've seen it on any menu back then.
Really?
Yeah, we used to go out quite a bit.
There's aside from the front of the house part of it, the kitchen part of it, and everything, how do you handle the business side of it? Is it something you like to mess with, or is it
No.
you have somebody else
Let me
deal with
tell
that?
you,
Most guys don't, right?
Well, to be honest, I was taught by my dad. He said, "You take care of that, and I'll take care." So when he passed away, he had nothing but the yellow pieces of paper in this drawer, that drawer.
Post-it notes everywhere.
Yeah, post-it notes. So I'm like, what am I going to do with all this?
That's how I remember. He had to remind himself to get things done.
Yeah, I could live without that. So the accountant, he takes care of.
You just want to cook and talk to customers, right?
Yeah, and Rick handles all that. That just taking that away from me.
Yeah, it's a big.
Years ago you had to worry about people taking cash, checks, and that would have been miserable. I don't know how my dad managed all that.
All that stuff, yeah.
And now, I mean, business is 98%.
It's all plastic.
Charged. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we see cash, it's like,
yeah,
you don't know. But I'd rather just be in the dining room. I'd rather just
or in
be
the kitchen.
Anyway, but not doing books.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of customers that they'll say, "John, can you make me this or make me that or do something?"
Oh yeah, they call me
do
up.
Special requests.
Absolutely. I love.
Or how about this? How about somebody just says, you probably get this a lot, John. Just you make me whatever you think.
Oh, I get that.
You get that a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. And then what would you? What most of the time, depending on who it is, know their profile a little bit. What would you whip up for them?
Well, like you said, it depends who it is.
Right.
Most of the time I would just say, well, if you like, just give me an idea. You want the fish, you want veal, you want chicken. And then let me figure something out.
Well, you know what I like?
A lot of times,
I like that steak and that seafood risotto.
I don't know if that's on the menu anymore.
The Joe Fresta special.
We'll call that. Too many people know your name in restaurants. What, you steal another restaurant?
Yeah, Joe Special. We'll just leave it at that. But it's.
I love doing that.
Yeah. You probably get that a lot, especially in the kind of restaurant you operate.
Then I could be creative,
Yeah, and have a little fun with it too.
Then I have my advanced pasta eaters who like I make the pasta with the ink, cuttlefish ink.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh man.
Right.
Would she have that? It doesn't look. I make it look pretty.
Yeah.
But it's pretty ugly.
It is. It ain't. Yeah, it ain't yeah. Better go brush your teeth after that.
Oh,
I mean.
And you won't forget it for 3 days.
No. And then there's guys like my dad, Sicilian guys. They like those old.
Well, that's
Sicilian
what I do.
dishes. You know what I mean?
When your dad comes in, I usually make him menestras, like with zucchini, and he likes all that stuff.
Yeah, he loves zucchini, eggplant, eggplant.
Yeah,
all that kind of thing.
I make him little eggplant rolls.
Oh.
I put the capellini inside.
And roll
eggplant.
It like a spadini.
We got to be careful because my relatives are looking for this recipe.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
You guard it with your life. right, listen. What? Let me ask you this: when you get a rare night off, okay, where does John Mineo go out to dinner?
White Castle.
No, come on.
No.
And you can name two. You can name 2 or 3 places.
Okay, well, I'd like to go to. I like the place down here, the tavern.
Antonino's.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
yeah.
got a black ink pasta there. It's pretty
Do they
good.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In
So
fact,
there.
that's why I think they dropped me off there.
Yeah, maybe you overheard you talking about it in the back seat or something. Maybe, who knows?
And I do like. What do I like? I like my aunt's place, Buzzetta's.
Yeah.
It's always cheap there for me.
Yeah, we're going to have him on a little bit
yeah?
later on today. Yeah, we're going to do a little show with Tony. So
Yeah.
your cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are pretty much the only.
The places you go. You like to go to Napoli, Cafe Napoli.
Well,
once in a
yeah, I
while.
go see Tony quite a
Tony
bit.
Tony
Well, it's the same
Piazzoso.
as eating my food.
Another alumni of the Supper Club.
The one alumni of John Mineo's.
Yeah, he likes to go to your
And
place
I
too.
like to go to Tony's. He's
Yeah.
the menu's always looking familiar.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
that
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, they do such a great job. So.
Oh man, I'll
Yeah.
tell you, Tony, he used to be my barber and played soccer with me.
Oh, really? He cut your hair. You go back with him at the hair cutting days,
Yeah,
huh?
and he worked at the restaurant. He became such
That's
a
right.
success
That's right.
at the restaurant. He loved my dad and loved my mom.
Love your
He
dad.
Gave him every night when he left. You know how Italians do the kisses, like,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd always kiss my mom. I'll never forget it. He wouldn't go home if he didn't see my mom and dad.
On the way out the
That's the
door.
respect he had.
You know, he
was-
talked about that when we had him on the show.
Oh, he did.
That his beginning of getting into the restaurant
Yeah.
business, if you will, and learned a lot from your dad. And
At first, my dad had a little tough time with it, but he's so proud of Tony.
Yeah.
And Tony's become like my big brother.
Yeah.
If I got a problem, I call Tony, Uncle Tony.
yeah, what do you think? What do you think about this? Well, it's good. You know what? And that's what's great about it. If there's other guys in the business, especially the Italian restaurant business, that you can bounce ideas off of, maybe
Yeah.
get some advice. I'm sure they're happy. You're happy, more than happy to help you out, or give you some.
It really works well like that. Bouncing ideas and seeing, checking prices and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
But
Keep tabs on things and communicate.
exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, buddy, thanks for being on the show.
I enjoyed myself. This is
Really
the best,
appreciate it.
best part of my day today.
And it's still early.
And you're even smiling with me.
Hey, thanks for coming on the show and for coming on.
Oh,
Got a gift certificate from Lordo's Diamonds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I need
You're
a watch.
very welcome. Yeah, go get a watch.
They got
They got
some
the
good
great
stuff.
Tissot watches.
Yeah,
Tremendous.
I know. Beautiful.
Yeah,
I appreciate it,
I've
brother.
gotten about three or four Tissots from them.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really enjoyed myself. Now it's
Yeah.
time to go eat some ink pasta.
Right up the street.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
All right, brother.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. All right.
The Supper Club brought to you by Kuna Food Service, a family-owned tradition since 1918. The Pasta House Company Restaurants. Lordo's Diamonds, your family jeweler for life. Barquette Realty, nationwide real estate investor. Schicker Auto Group. Mention Supper Club for special sales and service discounts at shopschicker.com. And Fresta Limoncello. Keep sipping, my friends.